face they have on. You know what I mean? So everybody's like devastated about it, man. It's it's a cold thing to be a rapper. Real shit.
Yeah, no, most definitely. So, in terms of your own experiences, then, you spoke previously and said you've seen it from, from Gonzo most recently to Nipsey's passing and stuff like that as well. Um, what are those? What have the impact of those losses been like for yourself?
Nipsey, man, Nipsey was a different situation, but I knew dude. I knew dude well, and I would come from Colorado, and I would see him. I would, drive up, push on something, whatever. I would see him out, and I would say to myself one time, I was like, if I didn't like him, he'd be dead. As much as I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? To where I pulled over to the side one time, and when I was talking to him, I asked him, I said, bro, you shouldn't be up here every day like this. He like, what you mean, Floss? Like,
Wait there,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm good.
You got it. You got it on speakerphone, brother. We're getting a lot of feedback.
Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better, brother.
Hello? Okay. It's like, I would see him, all this homies in the 60s is over there. We want to get all into depth about it. But I've been knowing dude a long time because I used to work for Big U. Shout out to the homeboy Big U, out the Roller 60 organization. I was seeing Nipsey, and a story about another guy that was very close to Nipsey that died pretty much in the same fashion as Nipsey, but he didn't get the exposure as Nipsey. Was my homeboy Sandman, that was from Rolling 60s. Him and Nipsey was very close, and you can see some footage on the net where you can see them both together. You know what I'm saying? And I think Sandman died about 3, 4, 5 years ago, and he was from Eritrea too. I don't know, man. I met Nipsey through my photographer Dexter Brown out of LA. That's from Trinidad, Tobago. And so I seen him for the first time, Cuzzy and all the rest of them, but Nipsey stood out of everybody. He had the star presence about him. I don't know. It just seemed like we so keen of killing our tomorrows. You know what I'm saying? Because Nipsey was definitely one of our tomorrows. Gonzoe was one of our tomorrows. I don't know. It just hurts, man. It just tastes different in my mouth than normal deaths. You know what I mean? But Nipsey had a lot of knowledge. He was for his people. I feel like it was a time he graduated from everything else, but graduating from gangbanging. No disrespect to the 60s or anybody out there. I just felt like that he needed to make that transition. He had one foot in and one foot out. He was prolific. He was a man, father. You know what I mean? He was a good person at the end of the day. It's just sad how we keep killing each other, and the same killers that's killing everybody, they sitting back watching the internet and watching everything that's like we're watching it. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand why people just don't. I don't know. I guess the jealousy just gets overwhelms them, and they just do what they do, man. But at the end of the day, man, we losing our stars.
Yeah. And especially in these times, like you mentioned, Pop Smoke. There's been definitely reportedly a whole lot of these sad circumstances and situations. So, have you made a decision on whether you'll be attending Gazo's funeral?
Man, I can go. I always, I have a lot of friends that died the way that Gonzo and Nipsey and the rest of my friends have died. I always try to just remember them like I last seen them. I don't really want to go and go through all that, even though it's a form of showing respect when you do go. I may go, man. I'm still undecided. I still got some couple of hours. The viewing is today, and the funeral is tomorrow. So I have time to go. I'm not going there to Instagram it up. I'm not going there to, like a party and really forget the main focus of what's really going on. I did that video. I did that interview with all access, and the shit went viral, and a lot of different podcasts picked it up. So I want to say big up and shout out to all the podcasts that picked this up. You know, at the end of the day, we black men. You know what I'm saying? We're black men, and it's always been a divide and conquer against black men. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's because you can't go to a white person, even if they don't like Donald Trump. You can't go to a white person and be like, listen, and put an assassination attempt. They like, we don't like the son of a bitch, but we not about to do that because they thinking about their race. Where black people, we're not thinking about our race as we should. Like, you know what I'm saying? What damage is this going to do to my race? Even if I come up and my pockets are swollen, you know what I mean? Like, what damage is this really going to do to my race? And that's the difference between all the other races. You know, when we stop killing us, then they'll stop killing us. It's a shame that we have to even say that like that, but I think that's what it is. Like, they have no value for black men. Not black women, you don't really hear that too much about. You know what I'm saying? But black men, for some reason, they put on our neck, literally. You know.
Yeah, you know, definitely we've seen, you know, figuratively that same example in recent times with George Floyd, you know, and we've seen, you know, countless other examples and stuff like that. So we
Sandra
definitely,
Bland, and the rest of the list goes on. Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, a lot of that goes on and on.
yep, Eric Gardner, yep, quite a few. Yeah, definitely been quite a few, man. So I mean, so in terms of staying positive, what do you think's the best way for, you know, for people to navigate and move through this game nowadays?
I feel like, you know, if God made it to where everybody had money at the same time, then what really would the world be? You have to have the have-nots. You have to have the people that have money. You have to have the people so they can see the process and steps it takes to get to it. If you can just get to it, get to the money, no problem. Then what really was this? It's like I remember Pocket said one time, he was like, you know, the fun part of it was getting there. Once you get there, you know, the chase and the challenge is gone. And you feel like you realize and you feel like everybody hates you, your family, everybody. When you success is a motherfucker. When you get that success jacket on, it's like you have to. This as hard as it took to get there, it takes twice as hard just to keep it. You know what I'm saying? And some people are not worth. They be like, "Nah, I ain't worth this shit. Ain't worth it." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. There's some of the things you have to do as an artist, because, you know, to stay in this rap game. A lot of people are hush hush about it, man. But it's a lot of things that you have to go through. I realized once I was signed to major labels that it really wasn't about the talent. Really, it was basically about what you can do, like, to keep it. How bad did you want to be a star? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not. I wasn't with any of that, man. I just was. It kind of depressed me about the rap game because, you know, I'm such a hip hop head. That's all I knew is music. I've been doing for the last 20, 25 years. You know, and I don't know. It's just sad to me how, like, they watered it down. There's no money like rap money. We making all the money. You know what I'm saying? But we're not making all of the money. The companies are making all of the money. You know what I mean? And using us as puppets. So the smart ones, I feel like the smart ones who have conquered this rap game, that we should be putting our own grocery stores. We should be having our own stuff like we had at Black Wall Street before the white people came and bombed it. And, you know, they was jealous and seen that we wasn't bothering them. We was having our own hospitals, our own cleaners, our own everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're trying to get back to. It's a lot more black millionaires in this world than there's ever been in the whole entire world. So it should be some give back. Why throw money on the floor to strippers? You could be, you know, open up a Chick-fil-A or open up some kind of black business or something, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. One thing we definitely advocate is entrepreneurship, you know, business development,
Yeah.
ownership, and people doing something for self, which we feel is ultimately important, you know, not really waiting around for somebody else to do it for you, putting your best foot forward. And, you know, that's one thing I even respected about Gonzoe, because he was an independent hustler and stuff as well, you know, and he was out there making it happen.
Yeah, he was, man. He definitely was. And I just look at how, like, you know, I don't know, man. I just look at it like, why do black people have to go through this cycle of we have to watch for white men, we have to watch for all other races, we have to watch for our own race. It's just a crazy situation. thing that I've been thinking about the whole time since Gonzoe got shot. You know, just like we talking about it and we heard it, we could have, to kill a person brings emotion. To kill a person, you have to sit there and watch this person die, or you feel what I'm saying? What are these people thinking about? These people that shot Gonzoe, I wonder what they sitting around thinking. You know what I'm saying? Just look at it for the rest of their life. They have to be looking on their shoulder. If the police haven't got them yet, they have to be looking over their shoulder every second. But you never know where it's going to come from. The karma of God and just killing a person. Like, you ain't slapped my mama or some shit like that. I'm like, man, go ahead, man. You got it. Go ahead, man. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not about to lose my life over some shit. But sometimes, you know, at the end of the day, you are a man. You know what I mean? So, you know, another man coming to you disrespectfully, you know, you're not going to sit there and take that shit, man. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's like a fine line that we have to watch. Like, we have to, like, ever since this shit happened, I've been inside. Like, I haven't really been out. You know, I'm from Inglewood. I'm broadcasting V satellite right now from Inglewood, California. And it's a lot of death going on in our streets from the internet. You know what I'm saying? The gang members is posting their shit. They showing where they at. The rivals, the ops, they see it, come right on over there and smoke their ass. And that's the sad part about it, because at the end of the day, YouTube and all the rest of them is making money off it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just finding better ways to kill us than us killing ourselves at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's definitely unfortunate. I'm not sure if it's out there in Inglewood, but we recently reported on something with I think it was Indian Red Butt. And
yeah, bro.
You know, there seems to be, you know, every week there's one of these cases or one of these incidents, and I think the best thing I've seen recently to lighten things up has been the crate challenge. Because, you know,
that's funny. That's funny.
People be bugging out funny about it, but at the same time, I'm like, some of these people are trip, man. So
Right. It's funny, man, because these are straight killers, and they joining in. They trying to do something better. But as you look at these videos and you see, there's no direction. Yeah, you don't see where we come from. It's OG. OG used to be able to put certain people in line in the game, and you just wasn't being put on a game. You had a purpose to be from the gang. It sounds crazy to talk about joining a gang, but the fact of back in those days, that's why the gangs was more, they were more organized, because this person right here, okay, he may not be a gangster, but his parents, and he comes from money. So that means that's the money to go get the pistols. You feel me? Yeah. Then the other guy, he's a persuader. He can coerce people into shit when they really wasn't with it before. So we need him because he can go get other members to join the gang. It's like you had a purpose. You wasn't just being put on a gang, you know?
They played you to you know, your strengths and stuff, or, you know, there was options within it. It definitely makes sense. And just that kind of structure, and there was also more codes, rules, and ranking.
Like you look at like a Tupac. I'm just keeping it real. Like, out of all the celebrities and all that shit, you know, I've seen them, you know, I've been around them and all that, but it was nothing like a Tupac. That album, All Eyes on Me, he didn't name that like that for nothing. It's like when he came into a room, he commanded the room, the real star shit. Like bitches is jumping out they fucking self like that. That's bougie. That never, they don't give a fuck about no celebrities. They even get starstruck. You know what I'm saying? And as you really look at it, a person like that, they're not gonna be around long, man, because it's like big fish in small pond. People can't take it. People can't. It's like you suck the life out of them.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? You know the jealousy, man. Yeah.
You walking in and
come on, bring it out.
You know
man.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Real shit. Like he had Tupac had that, and when you have that, black people haven't been out of slavery that long, man. You know what I'm saying? Black people ain't been out of slavery that long for them to for them to see all these type of things. We were always held back. So just now, I say in the next 20 years, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see black people having their shit together and building, because we see what it really is. Nobody really got no love for us. Sometimes not even us.
Wow.
You know, so.
Yeah, you're right. And I think, you know, the crazy thing is sometimes which we often see, you know, echo across the board, whether it be, within the music side of things or whether it be on the political side of things, oftentimes it's people from within the community that end up, taking people out or, being hired to do it in other cases and stuff as well. And,
Mm-hmm.
jealousy being a root cause that definitely helps exasperate that and make it possible. Even going back to Malcolm X and the fear of a black messiah sort of thing rising up and using COINTELPRO and just counter operations within members from the same
Mm-hmm.
organizations and communities.
Right, right. And these white people knew that. They knew that. They was like, we can go offer them some money, and they're going to do it. But out of all that, out of all the bad shit we've been talking about, really not bad, but all the bad shit that's been going on and we've been talking about with black people, what the most beautiful thing is out of all the keeping us back, the dogs, the hoses, the lynchings, the bombings, all of that, we still are all over TV. We're still all through entertainment. That means that no matter that means that in a little while it's not gonna be no containment. You're not gonna be able to contain or dictate and rule certain people, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that we are the dominant people. We are the chosen people. Not saying that every other race isn't. They have their potentials of things, but I'm just saying black people look at all the stuff that we've been through and they try to hold us back and we still shining, still make their clothes look better than them. The clothes that they make for themselves, we still make their clothes look better. You know what I'm saying? The style, the elegance, the black elegance that we have. If we can just get this one part, this portion of people, of our people, to just get it, just get it, just be able to get it and understand. Like, come on, man, like together we together. Let's some of us get it than none of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, no, I hear. I think the direction you're driving from. With that being said, what what sort of legacy would you want to leave behind in hip hop? And that you feel is important. Obviously we're looking at present circumstances with Gonzo's untimely passing and stuff, and just seeing glimmers of the legacy that he's going to leave behind. For yourself as somebody who's been a huge part of the hip hop community in your own right and stuff, what sort of legacy do you see yourself wanting to leave behind for hip hop and for the community?
One thing they gonna say about Los Angeles is that he was about the music, and he went from a negative to a positive. That's what they will say. That Floss, Floss, my name, everybody thinks Floss and Ballin, Shining, and all that shit. But my name is short for philosophy. That's why I spelled it the way I spelled it. You know what I'm saying? I'm no dummy. Basically, I knew I started in the game young, so I knew what the shit was all about. Even though I'm from Inglewood, I used to gangbang, I used to blood and do all that type of shit. I always knew that music and rap and music and hip hop was my key out of it. Because I was living this certain life, when I got introduced into music, I had another platform. So why bring that gangbang platform with me? This is my scapegoat to get away from the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And when you listen to any of my songs, you don't hear no gang banging. You don't hear me claiming a set. You don't hear me doing any of that. I just be on the girls, the message. You know what I mean? I was around the best. I have an album with Eazy-E called Impact of a Legend that's out right now under Ruthless Records. I knew Eazy-E. He was a good dude. I wish he was still around. He was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Do I think they killed Eazy? Yes, I think they killed Eazy. There's no other person in the fucking history of the world that died of AIDS as fast than him. You know what I mean? So when people want your ass out the way, they're gonna go to extreme measures. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go down the detail on the line saying who did it or whatever. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who did it. He's gone. You know what I mean? And Ruthless Records, you gotta realize he was one of the first artists to have functionable artists on his own label, making $10 million a month. You know what I'm saying? So, when you're a black man making that much money in America, you under the scope. You know what I'm saying? And you make a song called "Fuck the Police." It was time for that. Police have been beating the fuck out of us for years, and nobody had no avenue or platform or voice to really speak on it. And everybody who has spoke on it, they're no longer here. That goes to say something. You know what I'm saying? The racism in the world is really a black eye to other people. When you go to other countries, they look at, a guy came up to me one time from another country and was like, I feel sorry for you. I said, why do you feel sorry for me? You know what I'm saying? He said, I feel sorry for black men, black people. They got you guys brainwashed. They control you. You know what I'm saying? When you go to those other cities and states and countries and over, far, they feel sorry for us. It's like we're programmed. You know what I mean? So my job is to deprogram, have self preservation, have self wealth and health and all of the things that supposed to come in. We supposed to get our 40 acres and our mule. If they give it to everybody else, the Jews got for the Holocaust, and they give the money to the Indians. Well, we built this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? So they quick to say that black people want a handout. We ain't been having our handout. We've been working. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you get black people their reparations, it's going to go back to the white man anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why not give it to us? You know what I mean? Let us be able to make the decision on the money that they give to us if we're going to put it for a college plan. I big up Q because he came with his proposal. Hopefully they'll consider it. But man, they don't give a fuck about black people, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn about black people. And the only reason why they didn't kill us during the BLM shit is because it was them white women that dated black men. That they didn't want their black men shot down in the streets. And those white cops wasn't gonna shoot those white women. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It takes a lot of us. We can't keep blaming the white man because it's us too. But you know what I'm saying? It's with help. So I just want black people to get their shit together, man, and love each other and build some things, man, so our kids can see what we did instead of dying. That's it.
Okay, I think that's right on time message, and we definitely want to say condolences once again to Gonzoe and thoughts and prayers to the family and stuff. We definitely want to see just an encouragement of positive development within hip hop and the wider community, and just within our people and stuff like that. As you said, we got focused on building positive changes and not being beaten down by the negative and the oppression that we often face in this wicked world.
And another thing too, man. I don't know any other business and profession that's making multi-billion dollars, damn near billions of dollars, and they don't have a union. How come rap doesn't, and rappers don't have a union? In case of you had your time, you sold a bunch of records. You sold a bunch of records that fed a lot of people, and those record companies that didn't give a fuck about rap, they put it out there because it was selling. How come we don't have a union? How come when it's over, and when it be over, it's really over? It ain't like, okay, you sold a bunch of records like the Young MCs, the Tone Lopes, the old school rappers, the real old school rappers. You know what I'm saying? That really set the foundation for this shit. You shouldn't have to, okay, what am I do now? What am I going to do now? Even the NBA has that. You know what I'm saying? The NBA has for like, the Dr. J's, the Bill Russells, all the other basketball players, they have a union to where they make sure that they, thank you, I appreciate your
contributions
your input in this, right. This thing that we call basketball, the NBA and all that. Like this is the way they say thank you. We should have that. You know what I'm saying? I think that rap should have a union. For real.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, over the years, it's been a topic of conversation, and we've seen people lobby and weigh in on it, from Master P even to Swiss Beats, and we've seen different forms of conversations. We know people are doing their bits in their way, but we're yet to see something forming on a mainstream sort of level. I mean, us ourselves, we definitely advocate a hip hop union and supporting those who came before us the best that we can, and continuing to just build and develop and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, man. That's why your platform, the way you speak, how far you are, and getting this message and getting the message out, you guys are really the saviors of hip hop in this world. A lot of people don't look at these podcasts as that. It really is. It's for people that don't really get the full scoop and the information. They can really get it through here. They can get it through a platform of podcast. It's because you guys pick the real artists and the people who actually been. And it's because you don't see a person on TV every second or hear their song on the radio every second. It doesn't mean they're not the backbone of this thing we call hip hop and rap and music industry. Yep. You know, the managers, the program directors, the people who really make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to tell certain stories that probably would have never been heard because you don't get to see a lot of people a lot of the time, you know, to have these avenues to be able to share this shit is phenomenal, man. So, you know, I want to say big up to your platform and your podcast, man. You know, anytime I got something popping or whatever, I'm definitely come fuck with you. Y'all cool.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. And you definitely you family with us too, and we appreciate and support your works and the works of others, you know, within the culture, and that we don't look at it like you said as they gotta be the flavor of the month or everybody screaming their name at the time. We definitely go by people's examples and the work that they did and the work that they continue to do and stuff. And sometimes people are unsung within the work that they've done as well because people see it as, oh, you know, they were just on the road doing, you know, security detail or management or whatever it is. But a lot of those little functionalities are what help the big picture come together a lot of the times. And, you know, people should be celebrating and giving their flowers or at least the opportunity to tell their story. Everybody don't have to agree. Everybody don't have to say, oh, that didn't happen, that didn't happen. If you weren't there, you weren't there. But, you know, you can still appreciate and listen to somebody's story and try and learn something from it.
Mm-hmm. So, for all the people out there, the listeners and all that, I'm looking for, you know, I have avenues to have a independent label, but I work better on majors. You know what I'm saying? I work better on majors and then build and they come with your own label. But right now I'm about to work on a new album called Floss album. I'm writing a book called Atlantafornia when I first moved to Atlanta from LA. So I got a couple of things in irons in the fire. I need that ultimate deal so I can work, because this new album that I'm gonna put out, I'm gonna detail so much shit. It's like out of all the years I've been doing music, I still haven't done the music that I wanted to do, because when you sign to the labels, they try to change you. They want you to, you know, go around with the trends and what's going on. But with an independent label, you can get it all the way off. But I'm looking for a label, whether it be over on y'all side in Europe or if it's out here in LA, to put this record out, because I have a lot of things. I'm more than just a rapper, and you know, just an artist. I got other shit going on, but you know, I need that ultimate deal. So whoever's listening, y'all got it. Put your money on the breadwinner. And watch this new album. It's about to be something epic, because I'm finally being able to say, I'm going to say everything that I want to say, that I've been wanting to say for years. So
okay,
y'all get that Los Angeles, man. My IG is the Dawn Los Angeles, THAPHALOSANGELES, Los Angeles. Y'all holler at me, you know.
Okay. When this is over, man, I'm gonna put it up in the description, and you know, I know time's ticking, and you may be, you know, going through to see the family and stuff like that, and you know, I know the funeral's tomorrow and stuff, so we're gonna let you go right now, and we'll try to reconnect either tomorrow or before the weekend's out.
Yes, sir. Probably like Saturday or something like that. I'll get at y'all, man, to let y'all know what's good, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to be on y'all podcast, and you know, all the people out there, y'all hold it down, man. Love each other, man. That's all I gotta say. Love each other. That's it.
Yeah, well, that's the word and that's the message. And with that being said, peace, family, and we out. So